The secrets behind the rubber. This is what we go discover today. What mean the smallest letters here on the tire? Almost invisible. When you buy a tire, you can store the tire unlimited time without using. How I know the tire rotation? Tires with reflective strip is good or not? This tire is a nightmare to assembling on the rim. What options do we have? What is the bedding line on the tire? How many bars of air I need to put on the tire before going bikepacking? I'm the Portuguese guy, and let's start it. What's meaning these almost invisible numbers here on the tire? Sometimes I need a magnifier to read these numbers, but I explain you. Normally you have minimum pressure like 50 psi and in bars also 3.5, and then you have the maximum is 65 psi, example, and 4.5 bar. Then we have three measures of the tire is the same. In North America, people say this is a 28 tire diameter plus 1.5. In Europe can be a 40 millimeters tire and the circumference of the tire 622. But in the French numbers can be a 700 tire plus 38C. You see many designations for the same tire basically. And then you have also the rotation. When you put the tire on the rim and on the bicycle, you need to know where the tire go rotating. When you buy a new tire, you're thinking for yourself, oh, maybe it's better buy 2 or 3 tires and I store in my home, and when I need it, I'm sorted out. It's not like that. When you store a tire, like imagine, you buy a tire and you store the tire 5 years, and at the final of the 5 years you put the tire on the bicycle and you're thinking for yourself, wow, I have a new tire, I make the right decision 5 years ago buy this spare tire. But it's not like that, because when you put the tire on the bicycle, I give you an example, instead of the tire during you 3000 kilometers, no, only give you, I don't know, 1000 kilometers. Because the rubber with the time is gone. It's like the tires of the cars is the same process. The rubber is not forever. I don't know if you can see this reflective strip you have here on this tire. I like these tires with reflective strip. Is good or not? In my opinion, yeah, it's good. It's one more way, is more, you can be more visible on the road with the cars. And not all, normally competition tires don't have this strip, this reflective strip, but I love this strip and I recommend you all bikepackers, bike tourings have tires with strip. It's one more thing you have for protecting you against the cars, because the cars in normal situations not see anything, but if you don't have strip on your reflective strip on your tire, maybe it can be worse. Few weeks ago, Thomas de Gendt, a racer, suffered accident in the race. The tire blew up meanwhile racing. ERTRO is an organization to control the normative between tire and rim. The members of this organization is the proper manufacturers. When making the meetings, agree, but after that, when going to these factories, is making what wanted behind. Into now, myself included, I look at always to the table on the manufacturer's tire, what tire is suitable for the rim I have, but from now, maybe it's better looking to the official ERTRO table to see what tire fit my rim, because what I think is very soon the things go changing, but changing a lot. I'm an old guy. I see a lot of things in the last 25 years on the road, and my advice for you is always stick with is reliable for you into now. U-class is not suitable for bikepacking and bike touring. Forget. Last year I make some videos and I explain why I not use some technologies And the people said, oh, I'm very old on my ideas and I need to be more modern. Yeah, this is the result. And for finish the chapter, who is the guilty? I asking you, who is the guilty? I think it's always the guilty. Is starting in the manufacturers, starting in UCI because not take any measure, starting on the mechanics of the official world tour teams, and at finish in the final consumer, like you, me, and all. I'm not a road race cyclist, but I cycling on the road. Do not forget, smash that like button and subscribe. Share with this content with your friends. Help me a lot. Thank you very much, my friend. Everyone knows the nightmare is when you're starting to assemble the tire on the rim, and on the last bit you cannot put more, and if you're starting to put, sometimes with the levers we can continue to put, but it's extremely difficult, and always left. Cannot show you. I have a method, because when you start to put this side starting to coming out, you see, and I have a method to show you how facilitate this operation. And use a zip tie. You simply put here the zip tie on the tire and tie it very well. Be careful not to make this in the carbon rims. If you want to make this on carbon rims, put a little of rubber here behind the zip tie to not struggle the carbon, alright? And now with one lever, we start this side here. And that's it, it's done. And now is only question of you take off the zip tie, and that's it. You see, with a zip tie your work is more facilitated. Inclusive this tire or any touring tire is very difficult to put on the rims, and with this example is seconds and you put the tire and that's it. Next we go see, because this is my method. Normally I made this, a little of water with soap, and you pass the water here inside of the rim. This go help you to the next stage, because we go talking about the bedding line, and the bedding line, it's a groove along the rim. The rim, no, it's a groove along the tire, and that groove need to be even all parts of the tire. If not, when you start to cycling, you see the bicycle like that or like that, understand? And it's not good. And now we go applying air. Now we go putting air on the tire. And one recommendation I give you, like if the tire has a maximum of inflation of 65 psi, when you go in bike touring, what's happened is you put weight on the back of your bike, right? And you never put 65 psi, maximum 60 on your bike. This is prevent you anything strange happen to your tire. Let's start it. I don't know if you can see the line here on the camera, but the line, or you can see, instead of the line, you see the reflective strip need to be equal to the rim all around. and that's it. And the soap and the water, when you inflate, help this because make a popping, pop, 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 pop. And if you don't have electronic pump, you can use a normal pump, but if it's good, the pump have for you know how many psi or bar you put on the tire. You need to know that. For last, I want to tell you, if you buy a tire and this tire, you cannot put bedding this tire well on your rim, try 1, 2 or 3 times, and if you cannot solve the problem, forget. Because happened with me one time with a tire, and I put in the one bicycle and I cannot bedding the tire in any way. I need to put the tire in another rim, another bicycle, and perfect. Is a defect of the tire? Is a defect of the rim? I cannot answer, but this is for you. Pay attention, because can be happen with you also. And that's it. I'm the Portuguese guy, and let's start into another video.